If you go into the weekend exhausted, tell yourself, I just need a couple days to recover, and then somehow come out of Sunday night feeling just as drained, or even worse, there's a reason for that. And it's not because you rested wrong, wasted your time, or don't know how to relax like other people. And yeah, if you want the full reset that actually fixes this instead of just helping you limp into Monday, I laid it out step by step in the guide. But even before that, this explanation usually hits insomniacs hard, because it explains why weekends don't work the way everyone says they should. Here's the uncomfortable truth: weekends don't restore you if your nervous system never actually leaves survival mode. Most people think rest is about time off, fewer meetings, no alarm, no deadlines, but your body doesn't measure rest in hours or calendar days. It measures rest in safety. And if your system hasn't felt safe all week, 2 days without work doesn't magically flip that switch. What usually happens instead is this: all week, you're running on low-grade stress. Not full panic, just constant tension. You're solving problems, staying alert, pushing through tiredness, ignoring signals from your body because you have to function. By Friday, you're depleted, but still holding it together. Then the weekend comes, external pressure drops, and everyone expects you to finally relax. But the moment things slow down, your nervous system doesn't relax. It starts processing everything it's been postponing. That's why weekends feel weird for a lot of insomniacs. You sleep in, but you wake up heavy. You have free time, but you don't feel refreshed. You scroll, watch shows, lie around, maybe even nap, yet nothing actually restores you. That's not because you're bad at resting. It's because your system doesn't know how to downshift once it's been wound tight for too long. Another thing people don't realize is that exhaustion and recovery don't live in the same gear. When you're chronically tired, your nervous system often stays activated just to keep you upright. That constant alertness becomes the baseline. So when the weekend arrives and stimulation drops, your body doesn't go, "Ah, finally." It goes, "Wait, why are we slowing down?" And instead of deep rest, you get restlessness, brain fog, irritability, or that flat, numb feeling where you're technically off but not actually present. This is also why sleep doesn't suddenly fix itself on weekends. A lot of people expect to catch up on sleep, but catch-up sleep doesn't work when your system is dysregulated. You might sleep longer, but the quality stays shallow. Your brain doesn't fully drop into restorative stages because it's still on guard. So you wake up Monday feeling like you slept, but didn't recharge, because you didn't. There's another layer to this that almost no one talks about. For many insomniacs, weekends quietly trigger anxiety about the week ahead. Even if you're not consciously stressing, part of your system is already bracing for Monday. That background anticipation keeps your nervous system slightly activated the entire time. So instead of the weekend being a recovery window, it becomes a holding pattern. You're not working, but you're not safe enough to let go either. This is why advice like, do something fun, sleep more, or just relax misses the point. Fun doesn't restore a system that's exhausted from long-term vigilance. Sleep doesn't restore a system that never fully powers down. And relaxation techniques don't work if your body doesn't believe it's allowed to relax yet. The real issue isn't that you need better weekends. It's that your nervous system never learned how to complete stress cycles during the week. So everything spills into your time off. The guide goes deep into this, but the short version is, if your system only ever pauses instead of fully shutting down and resetting, no amount of free time will feel restorative. And here's the part that usually changes how people see themselves. Feeling unrest after the weekend doesn't mean you're broken, lazy, or incapable of recovery. It means your system has been running on emergency reserves for too long. You're not tired because you didn't rest enough. You're tired because you've been overactivated for weeks, months, sometimes years. When people start working on nervous system regulation, not motivation, not productivity, not sleep hacks, something shifts. Weekends stop feeling like a letdown. Sleep starts to feel deeper instead of longer. Free time stops feeling empty or draining. And Monday doesn't hit like a truck, because you're not starting the week already depleted. That's why I keep saying this isn't a time management problem or a discipline problem. It's a regulation problem. And once that clicks, the solution finally makes sense. You don't fix exhaustion by adding more rest. You fix it by teaching your body how to actually receive rest when it's available. If this sounds uncomfortably accurate, you're not alone. This pattern is incredibly common among insomniacs, and it's also very fixable. I break the full reset process down in the guide, not as vague advice, but as a practical way to retrain your nervous system so weekends start doing what they're supposed to do. Because when your system finally knows how to shut off, 2 days is more than enough to feel human again.